I live on memory lane. I live in a little cozy house, just me and my spouse. I stop and think for a moment. A wave of gratitude overcomes me as I realize for the millionth time just how lucky I am. Life isn't perfect, no one's is. But my life, our life, this life that we've built together as a team certainly is wonderful. It's full of the mundane, it's full of routine, it's full of surprises, it's full of love, humor, tenderness, and care. And it's full of music all the time. I exhale. Life isn't perfect all the time, but in this moment it is. I cherish these moments as time flies and turns them into memories. I reflect on it all and smile. I am serene. A nearby car honks and pulls me from my reverie and all the way back to reality. I sigh. I'm back in 2026, and that cozy little house quickly fades into the background, and I return to my chores with a heaviness in my step and a tightening around my heart as I silently cry in my living room. For none of it was even real, you see, because the only future left for you and me exists solely in my memories of what could have been. And so I choose to stay on memory lane because this is the only place in my life in which you remain. I wrote this short story to illustrate what it feels like to be stuck in the past, to be stuck in a state of what ifs. What if that relationship had worked out? And truth be told, it's a very lonely place. And when you're stuck in the past in such a way, it makes it very difficult to find a way to move forward. It's a feeling of being stuck in a place where you don't even want to move on. I've been stuck in that place for years. I'll be honest, in today's video, I don't have any advice on how to get out of the state because I'm still attached to it. And that's not an easy thing to admit because with all the work I've done on myself to break old patterns, with all the work I've done on myself to learn how to regulate my emotions, with all of the steps I've taken towards practicing self-care, learning how to love myself, this is one area in which I remain stagnant. This is one barrier, one place in my life that's sad and nostalgic and melancholic, but it's familiar and I'm attached to it. I'm working on it, but I'm not there yet. And that's okay. No one has everything figured out in this life. And this is something that I'm still working on. At least now I've reached the point in which I want to figure this out. I haven't yet, but I'm working on it. There's a word for this kind of attachment, and I'm almost ashamed to say it. It's called limerence. And if you look up limerence on your phone, you'll find it defined as an involuntary state of intense romantic infatuation, obsession, and longing for another person, characterized by a desperate desire for reciprocation. Again, I'm ashamed to say the definition fits. And the longing is definitely painful, but it's also familiar, so it's comforting. But I don't want to feel this way anymore because I know it keeps me in a state of emotional unavailability for new potential. The good news for me is that I've finally come to the realization, as much as I'd love for it to work, that's just not going to happen. I bring out the worst in him and he brings out the worst in me. Just all around toxic. Transcending this state of limerence feels like an essential next step for me. I'm determined to transcend it in order to give myself the best chance at creating healthier bonds in the future. It's a whole lot easier to make videos in which you express something that you've figured out, where you can give the other people a sense of hope. But that doesn't mean I feel hopeless. It just means I haven't found a way out yet, but I'm trying and I'm not giving up. I'll get there. I know that. I'm not there yet, but I'll get there. Just like anyone and everyone, I'm a work in progress. The step I'm celebrating today is just getting to that point where I want to make a change. I want to move forward. But I wanted to make this video because I don't just want to make videos about things I've already figured out. I also want to candidly share what I'm working on, what I'm going through. And this is a big one for me. Something I've been avoiding working on or expressing for quite a while. So, yeah. If anyone else out there has experience with limerence, please feel free to share your story and share whether you're in a state of limerence or whether you've transcended or overcome your limerent tendencies. And yeah, I welcome any advice you may have. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you soon for the next video. Love to all.